Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights of today's LEC 2025 matchup.
Might even hold on that thought as he's thinking about it.
Yeah, Rahel burnt the barrier to keep the trade at least somewhat even, but I don't think you can really go for the dive here, especially level 3 just hit by both. They're pretty healthy. Good ward from Paris to spot out this potential dive as well.
There is also a cleanse available in this lane. They look for the damage and the turn as 4 members are going to show up with the teleport. Rika at level 4, extra damage, healed burned early. The crash down under turret, a little bit messy, but Loopy flashes out. It's a trade for now. Turret ramping up onto Rika, but he will not take the third shot, so it is a 2-for-1 in favor.
Get the TP play to get the dive on top, right?
Home. But they're actually in a 1v1. Isma's already flashed away, I believe. No, he hasn't. Nuke just solos in. And we come back, and Rahel now has to flash away as well. If 113 hit that javelin toss, it would have been an advantageous trade.
Instant TPS when Rumble and Jace are already there.
Maybe worried about Cassante at the very least. We can talk about that in a second. Isma's walking into a trap. He has audaciously charged this one, but even in a 1v1, how does it go? He's looking for the next knock-up. He flashes away, but to the other side of the map. Why flash is the big question. And now Rika's just once again tried to help his jungler. Second time around, Dagda.
They're getting caught out when a player with a bit more veterancy would just say, hey, look, you're dead. I'm going to leave you to it.
True.
So I think it's kind of like one thing goes wrong and everyone jumps in to try to save the sinking ship instead of just going for the lifeboats. And I think that's kind of what the problem with SK is in a lot of situations. And the good news is, though, they're actually doing relatively well when it comes to objectives.
They are.
So, like, 3... Oh, hang on.
But where does it go from here? Chains of Corruption lands down. Ice gets in the circle, and you know what? That's going to be hard for Isma, because even though he gets the objective, he's giving more and more gold over. And Dagda, I'm seeing all red all the time here for BDS in the early game.
Yeah, it's looking pretty spot on for BDS in the early stages.
Best of one as well. We talk about gold. We also talk about the Grubs going over to BDS. So there's one objective for them in the game is SK's old top laner on a bit of an island here, so Paris needs to help out. He's level 6 now, though, as well, as the fight over the Grubs might go even further. Ice is coming in, and BDS are about to encapsulate this whole bottom side of the river with a TP as well. Chains of Corruption, the Equalizer, SK are isolated and outnumbered, outmatched. Isma is doing a bit of work, but once again, he's going to be the first to drop. 4 deaths on the jungler, and BDS are taking him like a fly.
Flash in that river to try and get on towards him, or you just don't really get to do anything on bot side. So just the pressure from BDS on playing off of mid into jungle vision into that bottom side was excellent. And now Gen X trying desperately to do something.
There's that Equalizer under turret range. He's going to be alled out. Irrelevance close to dying, but they've run out. That's the spell weaving that Rika's now gone through as Isma's coming up as well. Wind becomes lightning. Paris is here to defend. Good sidestep. You're not going to get the harpoon, but he's under turret again, so Isma's going to take damage. Magnustorm draws him back in. He flashes the wind, does again, but with the ignite down, it's close to being a trade. Paris thinking about a remount. Gravity Field, Shattering Strike, and the support gets it done. SK are defending their lives in mid after a ultimate from Ice is sent out, but a 1-for-1. Thinking about fishing around the Herald, but Dagda, I don't know if it's a safe spot to fish.
No, because you're just setting yourself up, because look how small these corridors are that SK are walking through. Like, you've got the Jace poke, you got the Nidalee poke. These are not your friends. So if you're in this position, it's great for BDS. So now, you're probably going to have to look for it,
There's Arrow, Chain of Corruption. Okay, finally using their one tool. Ice almost trades it out. He flashes away onto Rahel. The auto forces the barrier. That's good. SK getting run into now as well, and there's an opportunity as Rika's now joined up. The poke landing, though, is 1-1-3, and Rika having it out in melee range. Paris is here. Shattering Strike forces a flash from Rika. SK in a 3 versus 3, but they need to get in. Poke lands, and oh no, what a surprise! Flash away as BDS's jungler. He's getting poked out too. He's burning down, but he's still not dead, and nukes another element from the skies. BDS, it looked like they lost that Dagda, but I still think they won it.
But the thing was, Rahel found the target. Ice without cleanse, was actually a really good turnaround, but the follow-up...
You better fall over.
Yeah, it just says poor
yeah.
the entire time.
Stop making fun of me. SK gonna get a turret. Okay, we come back to live, and at least they trade turrets. Gold lead is still 2.5 in the favor of BDS.
Available, but 40 seconds, until the Ocean Drake is up, means that you're just in a position where you can't really burn that. Nuke has got top terror, so you're Ancient Terror. Maybe you can catch the poke comp as they try to regain vision, but it's still a toughie.
Rahel liking those odds. He's stepping up because, again, that arrow, now that it's out, it has to be used. Nuke is just going back to split pushing while BDS leave 3 members in mid, and I mean, side lanes are being battered here. And top is what I'm talking about.
But the problem is as well, Rahel just took a massive chunk of damage, so your engaged tool can't really stick around. Rift out now in the mid lane. So tier 2 top, gone. Tier 2 bot, under a lot of pressure. And now you're about to lose your tier 1 mid.
That's an easy charge. Almost able to step up. Isma is the one who steps up for SK. Nuke is now joined in. Loopy's got the wall up. There's no turret to sit on now as well. That arrow being down. Shock Blast dodge, but Loopy is now front line. Magnet Storm easy as that, and SK are dropping like flies. Isma gets an ulti off, but now that Irrelevant's here against his old team, he's laughing at him as he goes golden as well. BDS, all they have to do is land the poke, but now Genax is here without the backline damage. Dagda, it just keeps hurting watching these fights play out as SK can't get a single recipient outside of Paris, who ran to them.
Yeah, it's support for support, but it's BDS with the health bars at the end of it, which means more objectives for them. And again, they're winning out on map states, so it's just so difficult for SK. They really needed to have further engage coming from that support role if they were hoping to do anything here.
Dragon down. 5k gold lead, by the way.
Try and make plays on mid-wave, but you do have to play in these like minute-long increments of getting the waves, getting the cooldowns, and then trying again. Oh my god.
I'm just so anxious for him. Rahel, just, I mean, this is one of those games where you're just like, how do you play? Yay, turret. Okay, now Atakan time. And at least they have on hit for BDS, so it's going to go a little faster. Isma's trying to poke his head up. But 113 and Nuke, they're not even there. They just keep fishing out. And SK, as they slowly group up, look at the vision control that they have to walk through as a deep TP goes through from SK.
Yeah, they're trying to see if they can set up, but I don't know if you can really catch this. Genax needs to get on towards a key carry here and shove them into SK, but Relevant's playing keep away.
And they're going to turn for the fight. They've got a GA now available as well for BDS. They're grouped as 5. Isma's going to go in, good shattering strike, and at least SK get to walk into the enemy this time, but a Magnet Storm from hell draws them all in, and at melee range, Genax now doesn't want to be there. Nuke goes over the wall and batters them down. Thor's hammer right in the face as Isma gets a little bit of taste of Valhalla as well. BDS is still the ones standing, and they're the ones who look like they entered it, Dagda. Objectives in the early game, but the way they've transitioned this game in the mid-game, Dagda, their setup, really importantly, it has been nice to watch BDS actually put the pieces together quite cleanly from there. Yeah,
unfortunately, I think with this, it doesn't look like we're going to have an SK in playoffs. Like, sure, there are scenarios where they can make it, but my God, are they hoping for some sort of miracles throughout.
Quick reminder for everyone at home. Inner turret went down mid, inner turret went down bot. It's not even a Baron, it's just a GA at the Khan. And now in mid, the minion wave's going to strike through. Rahel just got chunked by a shock blast. Chains of Corruption are down, but SK have 4 members at half HP. The arrow, that's their engage tool, and it's down. Shock blast again. This time Rika gets it to the face. And BDS just playing. I mean, it does really feel just to play RuneScape. Now, I don't know where this comes into the analogy of
that people these days don't know what dial-up is.
It's crazy. Oh my God, that equalizer. Not too bad, but Rika is cooked. Yes, he is. Nuke, he did it again. Oh, that's a bit of dynamite. 5 members of BDS, very healthy. It's Baron time.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. I think this is the... Oh, no, never mind. Paris healed. It's the only bit of damage.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Nuke's going to solo. Loopy's up next. Who doesn't know what dial-up is, Dagda is? Loopy is going to get a bit of help from the enchant across the arrow, but Nuke just sidesteps it, and away he goes. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think that maybe SK are still playing on dial-up because that arrow was a little late. Okay,
yep.
Save. Or hell flashes.
Good flash.
They're trying here.
Genax is here. Yay. Oh, no. Irrelevance damage also hurts. Good flip back. Okay, shut down. But it is 10.5k gold lead.
They won the 2v3.
Nice.
I don't think you really need to play for this like Dragon win con. Nah. You just instead go for turrets and use the Baron before you can.
Irrelevant. Can he solo kill Genax? Well, it won't be a solo kill. There's an all out, but resistance are now gone. He's overheating a bit. And Relevant versus Genax has some, nice story to it, but it won't really matter here as he tries to fry down Genax. He'll get flipped back, and there's another kill. Okay, SK fans, kind of be happy. I'm gonna be honest, guys. You're gonna need about 20 more of them.
Yeah, and a lot more. But again, I think for BDS, they still get the Dragon. So even though the kills go across, like it's still a 9k gold lead, nearly a 10k gold lead. You're still not in a position to push out the map states. So at least you slow the Baron a little bit, the Rebel Baron power play a little bit. But like, I don't think it matters too much. Again, like even without the Baron buff, the siege from this BDS composition when they get set up is insane.
I mean, SK are trying to push against that now. They group up mid. They want that mid outer turret that's been sitting there for 28 minutes of the game. Arrow comes through onto ice, instant cleanse away again. Here's Nuke, by the way, one of the biggest devils on the team as Isma jumps into him, but how easy is that going to be as his ult comes off cooldown? Chains Corruption as well is spreading like the plague. Loopy, meanwhile, sets up the door, but now it's wide open. Oh no. I see a teleport Dagda. It's irrelevant. And he's got a bone to pick with his old roster.
Oh my God.
He lays down the carpet and it's brand new. Take your shoes off because BDS are coming in. And once that door's down yet again, all they need to do is stamp their way to the kitchen because they're eating dinner early tonight.
BDS just walk over them. They say, thank you very much. We'll take the base. We'll take the game. I'm going to take your chances of playoffs out of your own hands.
It looks so rough. As Dagda said, only 2 wins accountable now. SK, it does feel, and it looks like this was their chance, but it has been beaten down every single portion of this game. Starting in the draft, BDS on 3 will knock down SK to